I'm Eric Nason with Newsshooter.com. We're here at Cine Gear 2018, and I'm at Ignite Digi with Tom. How you doing today?
Yeah, really great to be here. This is our first Cine Gear, our first time in Hollywood. So yeah, it's a bit of a whirlwind.
Where'd you guys come out from?
Tasmania, Australia. So the little island off the south end of Australia. So yeah.
Well, over there, they have a lot of Movis and they have a lot of Ronins, and they need people like you guys to make this work easier, right?
Yeah, we have all of the Movies and all of the Ronins in Tasmania. So yeah, and the Alexa Mini. So here we've got Alexa Mini, Ongino 16 to 42, Optimo DP. We're running 3-motor RT Motion MK 3.1 and the Teradek 2000, Bolt 2000. So this is a contained package. We make anything orange on here that you can see, and also this bottom black plate. This is a prototype, so we had to do quick turnaround anodizing, so it's black. But yeah, basically our idea is to make a camera package you can change between modes really quickly. So.
And when you say change modes really quickly, this is not just going from your tripod to, like, say, a Movi or a Ronin or a handheld. This is like integrating multiple products around one ecosystem.
Yeah, so the ecosystem has been top plate, bottom plate, power breakout, all of that sort of thing. And we had the Movi Pro and we have the Alexa Mini, and so we integrated those. And we were getting customers say, "This is awesome. We can change modes, between gimbal and handheld or tripod, in under a minute. That's awesome." But I've bought a Ronin 2, and so I want to use the Ronin 2. So we were like, okay, well, we better get a Ronin 2 and work out how we can make this happen. So in the last couple of weeks, we came up with this plate. So this replaces our standard Movi bottom plate, and it has the Ronin 2 dovetail on the outside and the Movi Pro dovetail on the inside. So it's a dual-purpose plate. And our bridge plate, so when you go to handheld or tripod mode, that has the Movi dovetail on it, so you can use that on here. And the top handle that we make goes into the Movi dovetail, and we've also made an adapter for the Ronin to turn that into a Movi dovetail receiver. So basically, if you're a gimbal op and you have the Movi Pro and the Ronin 2, you can change between those in about a minute. If you're an owner-operator who has one camera body and you want to use it between gimbal, either Movi Pro or Ronin 2, and handheld tripod, you can change those in under a minute. We custom make every carbon side plate to hold people's Teradeks or Paralinks or whatever you have. We'll make it work, integrate it. And we also have a bunch of sort of power solutions. So people have been having some challenges running Prestons on Movis, so we've sorted that with some batteries. So yeah, basically gimbal accessories and optimization. We don't want people to be waiting up on set. We don't want people scheduling their whole shoot around whether they're using a gimbal or not. Like if you have one camera and you're changing modes between gimbal and handheld, traditionally, somewhere between 10 and half an hour, 10 minutes to half an hour to change. And that's not going to work, You're losing light. Oh, let's get the Ronin up. Oh, we're in handheld mode. Oh, okay, well, we better, change the plates and change the thing. And so we tried to get rid of that so that the creatives can be indecisive, the directing can say, okay, do handheld. And then a minute later say, oh, no Movi. Oh, no handheld. As they do, creatives are indecisive. So do what's best for the shot. If you want to get a close-up, change to tripod mode. If you want to shoot a moving shot, go to gimbal. All on one package, all with one camera.
Much cleaner, much easier to work with. Now you also have, you showed at NAB, a powering solution for the Movi as well. Maybe we could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we had customers using our Movi Pro power adapter, which took V-locks and boosted the voltage into the Movi Pro, and that worked well for those who had really high output V-locks. But it was not working for people who had sort of cheaper V-locks. They were trying to, and just wouldn't work. Too much power being drawn. So we sort of looked at it again, and we thought the TB50s made by Digi for Inspire 2, Ronin, Matrice, we thought they were a good option. They're 6S batteries, so 24 volt, so native voltage to the Movi Pro. And we took those and we adapted them to slide onto the Movi Pro Movi Pro battery plate. You do a little lock screw, and then you've got TB50s, and they run for over double the length of time. We have a Pro version that has 2-pin LEMO out, so you can power Prestons, rain spinners, any high draw accessories. If you're running 3 C-Force motors with the WCU4, you might have that power issue of dropping out. No more. You can feed the power back into the L bus on the end motor, and that'll keep the motors powered happily on 24 volts. So, yeah, we're just optimizing gimbals for gimbal ops and single operators.
Very nice. And those batteries from DJI, they're less expensive and they last longer. About how much more?
So they're 98 watt hours each, and they're $10 US more than the FreeFly Movi batteries. But they're 40 watt hours is the Movi Pro batteries, and 98 watt hours for the TB50 DJI batteries. So yeah, you're looking at around 2 hours runtime, handheld gimbal, handheld Movi Pro with Alexa, this setup, versus something more like 40-45 minutes for your Movi Pro battery. So, and a lot of shooters now have got, Alexa Mini. They're running that on the Movi or the Ronin, and then they're using the Inspire too. So, DJI have thought about it. Ronin 2 batteries, same as the Inspire 2. Yeah. So we went, well, okay, what about the Movi Pro guys? Let's make it work for them. So that was our idea. Yeah. So,
cool, Tom. So what is the ecosystem? How much is it going to run US?
So you're looking around $4,000 US. Our store is in Australian dollars because we're down in Tasmania. So it depends on the exchange rate. But if you want one of everything we have and a full ecosystem, you're looking around $4,000 US.
And that quick release plate you showed me there, that also you can get separate?
Yeah, you can. Yep. So that's around the $450 US for the bridge plate, and then about $500 US for the top handle, and that has an integrated 19mm and 15mm rod adapters, so you can use your EVF or your LCDs on those. And then top plate, power breakout. You can pick and choose, and I love when people email me and say, this is my setup, how can I optimize it? I really like working through that with the customers, so it's really personal service. It's just Chris and I in the office. Chris is in the workshop making the parts. I'm in the office, doing sales and support. So if you message us on Instagram or whatever, you'll be talking to me. And I love working through solutions for people. So if you think you don't need everything, we can talk through and see what you do and don't need, and how best to. We also make cables that are the right length, gimbal friendly, flexible cables. So if you need power cables, then we can sort that as well. So.
All right, making life a little easier on set. I like it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.